Hey, good morning. Happy Monday. We have about, not counting today, we have 9 more days before we go on our winter break. Isn't that cool? And then you'll have 2 weeks and you'll celebrate with your families. Um, and maybe some of you will go traveling. I don't know. I wonder what you do during your time off. But I know that it's going to be a fun time and hopefully a restful time and a playful time for you. I know it will be for me. So, well, let's have a great week this week. One of the things I've been noticing is a lot more responsibility from our boys and girls who have been picking up their sweatshirts and helping keep the blacktop and the playground clean. And speaking of responsibility, one of the things that I want you to do today when you go home is thank your parents, thank your caregivers, thank whoever brings you to school, because not too long ago we earned this baby. Look at this. It's a big trophy. It's called the All-In Attendance Award. That means that for the month of November, many kids came to school not only every day, but they came to school on time. That's right. So I'm really proud of you for that, and I really want you to keep up the good work. Now, sometimes you can't come to school because you're sick. But let me tell you something, especially listen closely, TKers, kindergartners, and first graders. Make sure that you keep your hands away from your face, because that's what makes you sick. So sometimes you might pick up a germy somewhere, and then you might rub your eye or pick your nose or put your hands in your mouth, and that brings the yuckies and the germies into your mouth, and then all of a sudden you're sick. So don't do that. Wash your hands a lot too. So when you come back from being on the playground, wash your hands. Or maybe on the way, yes, definitely on the way out to lunch, wash your hands. So there's so many things that you can do to take care of yourself so that you're not having to be sick. Because being sick is crummy. I used to hate that when I was little. So, congratulations on this big trophy. You earned it because you've been here every day and on time. And today, we also honored our boys and girls who earned their citizenship awards. And they were honored at our assembly, and they got a special certificate and a little pencil, a smensel. You know what a smensel is? A smensel, and then a donut hole. So next month, we're going to be honoring other boys and girls, and your teacher will tell you what the character award of the month will be. So maybe ask your teacher, and they'll let you know. Okay, so this part of the message is for our 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders. So listen closely, because I have some students that I need to shout out. All right? So these, when was it? Beginning on, was it the 4th? I think last Monday. Last Monday, we started our iReady Diagnostic 2 window. So that means that it's the second iReady that you've taken. And it's only a part of the iReady. It's not both of them. So we're just doing reading right now. And then after the break, we'll do the second math one. Okay, so you've done one. The first one was way back in September. You did them both. You did the language arts, you did the reading one, and then you did the math one, all in September. Well, this time we split it up. So now we have the language arts first, the reading one first, and then after the break, we'll do the math one. Okay? But this is what I need to tell you, 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders. Listen closely, because I'm always looking to see who is making the most growth. Okay, so there's 2 kinds of growth that you can make. You can make growth, which is like, let's say, for example, you took the iReady, and let's just say that you ended at 3rd grade level. Okay, and then by the second time you take it, you end up at 4th grade level. Well, we call that typical growth. That means that you made a whole year's growth. Okay, that's huge. That's a lot of growth, okay? And then there's the other kind of growth. So that's called typical growth, when you make 1 year's growth. The other growth is called stretch growth, and that's what we're shooting for, stretch growth. So that means that not only did you make 1 year's growth, you made beyond a year's growth. That's called stretch growth. And that's, I don't do that for you. Your teacher doesn't do that for you. You do it. You do it for yourself. That means that, like, you see easy problems and you solve them, or like an easy question and you answer it. You see a just right question and you answer it. You give it your best answer. And then you also might see a hard problem, a really hard problem, or a really hard question, and you really take your time, you think through it, you struggle through it, and then you answer it. Those questions are for your stretch growth. That's beyond the year. So you like, think of it like Goldilocks and the Three Bears, right? That's the easy question, the just right question, and then the hard question. Well, when you answer those hard questions correctly, you're achieving towards stretch growth. And so I have some names here of some students, 3rd through 5th grade, who've achieved stretch growth already in language, in the reading part. It's amazing. All right, so listen closely. So if you're in Senora Valle's class and you're Tiffany and Dominic, you've made some stretch growth already. In Senora Sanchez in 3rd grade, if your name is Georgia or Laura, I know you guys, you did some stretch growth. If you're in Senor Valdepeña's class and you're Bexley and Harper, guess what? Stretch growth. If you're in Senora Guevara's class and you're Liam or Kenty, you made stretch growth. Isn't that incredible? I'm amazed. And then in 4th grade, in Senora Salas's class, if your name is Avery or Wyatt, you've made some stretch growth. If you're in Maestra Aguirre's class and you're Adele or Aubrielle, stretch growth for you too. And then in Senora Hernandez's class, Oliver and Vorak, stretch growth. It's incredible. And then in 5th grade, there's only one class that's finished, and that's Senora Marquez Chapman. And so Mari and Elijah, congratulations, stretch growth. So those names that I called in the class, they've made the most stretch growth. So it doesn't mean that no one else made stretch growth. It just means that they, in their class, made the most. So maybe you can talk to them and find out, hey, what did you do to earn stretch growth? They might have some good tips. They might say, I didn't really try to rush through it. Or they might say, I really took my time and really tried to pay attention to the question. Or they might say, well, I really struggled through this, but I knew that I had to give it I don't know what they would say, but ask them. They might have some good tips for you so that you can make stretch growth too. All right? So I believe we have a little bit more time to take the iReady reading. And remember, we're not doing the math this time. We're doing the math when we come back. So keep it up. We are so proud of you. All right. Have a great week. I'll see you out there.